Satan, it's time to drag your kingdom down. All glory, Satan, we gotta drag your kingdom down. You've been building up that old kingdom, dear God, all on US. And we're telling you, Satan, it's time to drag your kingdom down. Hey, people. Hi, Uncle Tim, nephew. I am Mrs. Rick. Child, this is my fourth time trying to get on today. So we want to talk about this stuff. You know, it changes with Trump every few minutes. We want to talk about this stuff early this morning. Hi, Annette 75. It's Z. Katia 75. Tennessee. Child, this fool. How can somebody come up with this many goddamn ideas and plans every single goddamn day? Now Donald Trump, he wants to put tariffs on people making movies outside of this country. He wants to put tariffs on everything. He wants to make everybody fear him. I think that's what it is. You try to touch everything. You had that Stephen Miller fool up there talking about how you want to mold the children's minds. Millions and millions of children, and you want to actually have control over what they learn, right? This is a one step past burning books. Child, so he wants to, not only does he want to now ruin the movie industry, he keeps thinking he's going to force people to do his bidding. Why? What difference does it make what Hollywood does, Donald Trump? Nobody asked for your goddamn help. They not like over here like what it can't help us, Donald, right? He got actors in the damn White House with him in some of these meetings he has, and so they say something about the movie industry. So instantly he come up with a plan. He got a plan for every goddamn thing. Then somebody had the nerve to mention Alcatraz. I just can't help but wonder. A week ago, had you even thought about Alcatraz, Donald Trump? So now you want to sign executive orders and open up Alcatraz. Place has been closed since the 1960s. Honey, I live in San Francisco. I've been to Alcatraz several times, correct? I don't know why somebody think they're going to open that motherfucker up. It is currently a museum, right? You can go in there and see where Al Capone slept at, and I don't know, whatever gangsters were there, or whatever murderers were there, whatever. That building is so goddamn old and rusted out. You would have to remodel every cell. You would have to put plumbing in every goddamn cell. And we're not in 1963. We're in now 2025. You would have to have running water. So what does that mean? You have to build a filtration system there so somebody can flush the toilet? Are you going to pour water in the back of it, Donald Trump, which has to be brought in every single day? Every time somebody wants to go to work, they got to be ferried in, right? Because there's an island sitting off by itself. Old as fuck. I mean, the damn thing is falling apart, but they want to preserve it falling apart because it is now a relic and it is a museum profitable to this area. I don't know. I think he takes pleasure in trying to piss all over San Francisco because of his hatred of our state and of our city. How you doing? What's going on, Justin? So nobody finally decided to show up, and you got to get off that. Justin, they wouldn't let me on. They said no live stream. Live stream is not available at this time since this morning. Okay, there's a method to the madness. That's a waste of time. Like Alcatraz holds 300 people. He wants to have a Guantanamo Bay right here in San Francisco. I just can't believe this dude. He must have just made that shit up. Most people are not taking him seriously, but because a scheme is a harebrained scheme, just like taking over Canada or invading Canada and Panama, girl. Just like those are stupid ass, retarded ass ideas. He's serious about them. If he can get away with making them happen, he would make them happen because he's an old man and obviously senile. What is he trying to accomplish? Donald Trump, all we wanted you to do was lower the price of eggs. God damn, how can you fuck up a whole goddamn country when all you had to do was go in there and figure out why the damn prices were so high? Damn. Because of COVID, everything got extremely expensive, right? Your assignment was to go in and deal with the retailers, go in with the people who imported produce. You had to go and find out why the prices were so high and can they be rolled back pre-COVID. They have been high for years, but pre-COVID was like the main thing. That's what you promised people. You go do all that in one day. You have not even mentioned, you ain't even mentioned the price of ketchup, mustard, pickles. All that shit is like twice as much as it was, Donald Trump. You ain't had no meetings with Pillsbury and toilet paper people and the Charmin, right? You're supposed to be meeting with those people to figure out how you can get all the prices back down to pre-COVID. That's your assignment. You have no interest in that. You're supposed to be a real estate man, right? Isn't that what you proclaim to be? You ain't did a goddamn thing about this sky high prices of apartments and of home ownership. You ain't did nothing to even address it. We got people laying in the street. What do you do, Donald Trump? You go, oh, look at the people laying in the street. It's now being not on my watch. No, it wouldn't come from my watch. It's all your watch, Donald Trump. When you're the president of the United States, that means you're supposed to care about the concerns of the entire country. Everybody, not just people who vote for you. Am I right or am I wrong? You're horrible. You're the worst president in United States history. Waste of time. Alcatraz. Ain't that a Lord have mercy? Donald Trump, why did anybody think about reopening Alcatraz in the last 60 years? I mean, it was such a great idea, Donald Trump, and it's been sitting there all this time. I assume it's owned by the federal government, correct? How come nobody else wanted to open it? I mean, granted, it's going to take millions, probably $1 billion. But it seems to me that if opening Alcatraz was such a great idea, first of all, they would not have closed it down. Since you're so proud that, oh, nobody's ever escaped. It sounds like he just watched the Alcatraz movie. Correct? And got the brilliant idea, oh, we put them in. Why are you so anxious to punish people? I mean, even if people have come across the damn border and they are trying to work and pay taxes and they want to be American citizens, what's so wrong with that, really? You're the one that made our neighbors our enemies. They were never the enemies before. They're just hardworking people, correct? And now you want to put them in concentration camps. And you want to open up Alcatraz, one of the worst prisons ever existed in this country. Right? You get off on the cruelty, I believe is what the T is. Right? You want to send them to other countries, other concentration camps. Do you know you sending these people who are not criminals? All they did was trying to make a better life for their family. You putting them in there with murderers and gangbangers and cartel members and all this kind of shit. You put them all together because you see, well, hell, they all brown. Isn't that right, Donald Trump? What is going to take to get your ass out of office? I don't know if they have any other solution. How can somebody survive this for 4 years? You come up with a different scheme every goddamn day. Alcatraz, that just starts today. The movie industry. How you going to invade the movie industry in one day? Every time we wake up, is some more bullshit you done did. You sent that goddamn Stephen Miller there to talk about how they want to control what our children learn. Now, what makes you think that you are in charge of that? What makes you think that you personally are in charge of how many dolls a parent buys for their children? If they go to work and they earn the money and they're their children, their wife, their family, Who are you to decide how much money they can spend? Correct? What you are doing is you are affecting their ability to buy them anything. Correct, Donald Trump, you have got more harebrained schemes. You've had the whole goddamn world. I watch the news. I watch probably 3 or 4 hours of news a day. Correct, Donald Trump? Everybody in the world has told you that your tariff idea is stupid. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. Why in the fuck we would want to go back to 1800s? Who wants to go back to the 1800s? Should we get a buckboard? Let's go ahead and get some slavery back up in here. I mean, it doesn't make any sense, honey. You want to go back. What you do, you read a book. Oh, I read a book. I don't think you read anything, Donald Trump. I've always felt that you are a dyslexic person. You don't read anything. You get these harebrained ideas of yours, and you're just obsessed with controlling everything. Correct? You got your nose in everything except for what you signed on to get your nose in. You're supposed to be lowering the prices. Biden, no matter what you said, left you a beautiful economy, right? Almost all the way recovered from COVID. We were almost back. All you had to do is just take the baton and just run it across the finish line. Oh no, we got to go and listen to all this bullshit of yours, where you got some different harebrained scheme every single goddamn day. It is so exhausting. You're obviously trying to distract us from all the things that you're up to, right? How rich are you becoming with this Bitcoin scheme? I'm just curious. If you were able to put tariffs on every movie made outside of the United States, every movie that comes into all the people, all the whatever, put tariffs on every goddamn thing. What's your cut? I mean, what's your interest in all this? We never asked for your help. I ain't heard no goddamn movie people asking for your help, unless some actor, John Boyd or somebody sitting at the table just mentioned, oh, it's hard to make movies these days. So you gonna step your ass in it, right, and just change it. Nobody makes any movies here. They're forced to make them here, right? Subpar. No beautiful scenery. No more, nothing, right? And I'm just hoping, I'm just praying that your ass don't cause somebody to end up in a war. You starting shit with everybody on this goddamn planet, correct? What your motivation is, who knows? It's probably just you distracting all of us from all the money your family is making, all the money your family. All you're gonna do is leave it here, because you ain't child, you 80 years old. What you gonna do with the money? It's an obsession. You want everybody to kiss your ass. Why? You should be out on a boat some goddamn where. Preparing, signing documents. Who gets what? But no, you're obsessed. You're obsessed with money. You brought that goddamn Elon Musk in there, who is also obsessed with money. You can't be the richest man in the world unless you're obsessed with making money. Correct? You have went up there, you drug his ass in there. He's half-ass high on ketamine, and his life is ruined. You have ruined that man's life, and he deserves it. How can you step in somebody else's country and just take over their country and throw disruption into all their lives across the board, like you're supposed to be the king? How in the fuck can you just come here and buy the president? Only when you're dealing with somebody like Donald Trump. I'm sick of it. What y'all think? Don't squeeze the Charmin, baby. Child, what I buy at Charmin is $32. Enough said. Squeenie, please stop. What has the Megalomaniac done now, child? He's opening up Alcatraz, child. That's a main attraction. The last time I went there, my sisters wanted to go. They were visiting here. I said, child, I don't see no prison. It looks just like all the rest of them. San Quentin, Folsom. I've been in them, honey. I know what a prison looked like. It ain't nothing but a toilet and a bed. But when you go to Alcatraz and it's been sitting in the middle of the water all these years, I mean, decades, 6 decades, everything is all rusted out, right? The toilets have fallen apart. Everything about the goddamn thing is disgusting, honey. You can't imagine a human being being in there. So what you gonna do? Make condos out of that as well? Isn't that what you want to do in Gaza? We can build luxury hotels. This is the way his mind works. Is ongoing obsession with money. Right, Donald Trump? So they're gonna be investigating your ass. Soon, like last time, soon as you got out of office, they started investigating your ass, right? And they're just guilty on everything you were accused of. And that's what's gonna happen again, right? They're gonna find out how much money you made. You were supposed to, I always fuck that word up. Die, what is it? Die something. You're supposed to die something. What's that word when you're supposed to not be in business while you're the president? That whole language is gone. I don't know why I keep getting confused on that word. It's not you're supposed to diverse, no, die something. Y'all tell me, somebody tell me. You're not supposed to be having business interests at the same time you're supposed to be the president. The presidency, Donald Trump, is supposed to be a full-time job, correct? You should be so busy trying to get these prices down that you don't have time to play golf every single weekend. Maybe you could squeeze in a weekend once a month or something like that, right? But you shouldn't even have time for that. Why don't you focus your mind on what is needed here instead of all these harebrained schemes? He is convinced that we're supposed to break everybody. You know, there's no tariffs now, right? That's why they're able to do business. Correct? Back and forth, American businessmen, Chinese businessmen, European businessmen, right? They get all these parts together, whatever, and they make a product and they sell it. And everybody profits. Everybody profits except for Donald Trump. Donald Trump only said, what do I get out of it? What if I get, they're ripping us off? Are they ripping us off? Well, what are you going to get if they don't rip us off, Donald Trump? I mean, I'm just saying, what's in it for you? Because you've always proven that you're only interested in what's in it for you. You personally, not America. You're going to give a fuck about America. If you gave a fuck about America, you would care about the poor people in America. Because as being the richest country in the goddamn world, we shouldn't have people laying in the goddamn street and homeless. It's the last thing on your mind, honey. Yeah, apartments $3,000 and $4,000 a month. You from New York City? You said you were in the real estate business, correct? You know what the prices are. You know it's outrageous, child. But you don't give a fuck, right? It's all the rich people, and they don't like your ass either. And them cowardly ass Republicans. It is sickening. It is sickening. I don't know how these people, Marco Rubio, I don't know how they walk into the house with their kids. How do you explain that you ain't got the balls to go there and be a senator, go there and be a congressman, find a way, right, to address this fool and get him out of there? No, you go right along with whatever the hell he says. All of them. Not a bone in the bunch. Because as soon as if they speak up, even if they say, I really don't like the hairdo, Donald. Goodbye. He'll see if he can ruin your life, ruin your credit. He can ruin you. He's going to call you stupid and dumb. Every time somebody says something that's not for him, all of a sudden they stupid and they dumb and they retarded and all this shit they are. No matter what position they've held, no matter if they have worked in the military for 30 and 40 years, you ain't put a day in, right? But yet they're the ones that are stupid. They're the ones who are unpatriotic. It's always them, what they've done to you, the things they've done to you. A felon as president. That's right, Lakendra. That should have been disqualifying. Damn, what's disqualifying? Rape is not disqualifying. 34 felonies, that's not disqualifying to be the president. And these idiots who vote for him and still sticking by this fucking carnival barker. You're stupid. And you had no integrity. None. If you had integrity, you would want to do the right thing for this country. But no, you're so obsessed with the meanness. It's us against them. And you'll let this goddamn Donald Trump go on here and play us all. How in the fuck you going to announce you're going to be the president by coming down a golden escalator talking about all the Mexicans, they're all rapists, they're murderers, they're gangbang, they all in the gangbang. It must be a hell of a big gang, honey. And why haven't I encountered all these horrible Latin people? I ain't never seen them. I see a bunch of people working at jobs that Americans don't want to do. So what's going on with that, Donald Trump? I heard the farmers are complaining because they have nobody to work their farms. Correct? You got rid of them? Who did that help? Except for to feed your own bigotry and prejudice. And you play on them white people thinking, oh, they're taking over. Look, they had Barack Obama. They got a president. Look at them black people in the office. No, we're going to get rid of them. We got to get rid of the priority. DEI, that's the priority to make sure I don't get a goddamn job. Pitiful. Running the goddamn White House like it's a TV show. That's what he's producing, a TV show. Watch. Tomorrow when you wake up, write it down. There'll be another harebrained scheme on the table, another distraction on the table, something else he's done, right? He putting tariffs, he's going to block 100% tariff on anybody who wants to make a movie outside of America. And he really believes that that's going to force all these studios to make their movies here. He saved the movie industry. What's the kickback on that, Donald Trump? What's in it for you? Because all your life it's always been what's in it for you. Even when Fred died, you made it a point to make sure that you get all the inheritance. You didn't want nobody else to have shit. And then you go and you blow it, and you blow it, and you blow it. And even when he was alive, he give you a few million. Go play with this few millions, right? Come back. Oh no, that didn't work out. Go play with these few. Oh no, that didn't work out. Oh, I'll make some Trump. Excuse me. I'll make some Trump water. Oh no, that didn't work out. And he just kept giving you the money, giving you the money. You ain't did shit, Donald Trump. Sit up here acting like you're some kind of brilliant person. And now we see that Elon Musk is not even brilliant. To come up with a harebrained scheme like this, to come and invade America and throw all these people off their jobs, to go and put these teenagers. They showed us big balls today. Y'all see big balls? That is a child. They have a child making decisions about your income for the rest of your life. The money you don't work for your entire life. They put big balls in charge. Big ball, it looked like he's a high school student. Right? Why they call you big balls? Oh, I was just sitting there. I threw out the name. Now we're working on the fraud. We are going on the biggest frauds known to mankind. You and Donald Trump, y'all are the biggest frauds, the biggest schemers in America. And you're going to be in charge of finding the other frauds? Really? Who got all the profit? Can we see the records? Who profited the most from the schemes? He just says anything. Well, he does. He distracted. He thinks he's really the smartest man in the world, but he's really not. He's the stupidest. How you going to bankrupt six? Every time you go into business, ends up in bankruptcy. Even casinos. How you going to run somebody's country? How you going to give a person with Donald Trump's reputation and his past, how you going to give him tens of trillions of dollars to play with? Right? And why does he got to keep coming up with all these weird ass schemes of his? What are we being distracted from? Why is everybody in the White House got to be a billionaire? They're all billionaires. They're all obsessed with making money. Shouldn't government be something different than that? I mean, I would think if you're going to be a lifetime politician, you should have some desire to help people, to accomplish something there. You're not accomplishing anything. Nothing. He's supposed to lower the prices. That's what he said he's going to do. Instead, the prices are about to double. See, we're not feeling the pain yet, people. We're not feeling that. They just went into effect, all these tariffs, correct? And then Amazon was going to show us how much the product had gone up on Amazon because of these tariffs. He immediately stopped that with a personal call to Bezos. Oh, no, don't tell them. Don't show them nothing. Bezos bowed down. I guess he ain't got no choice but to bow down, or he gonna be bankrupt too. Because Donald Trump is he's an expert at bankrupting companies. He knows just how to do it. They say that Bezos is being under investigations as well, just like all of Elon Musk's investigations have disappeared. All of those agencies, they're gone now. All the people who were investigating him no longer exist. Correct? You think he ain't got the power to do the same thing for Bezos, which means Bezos will bow down and worship him out of fear. It's like a mafia don or something. Shit. It's horrible. Everybody sitting around, well, it's not affecting me. It's not affecting me until the next day he's on your ass. Your job, your benefits, your 401k. All the other ones thought, oh, they ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm retired. Really? Check your 401k and tell me this fool has not affected your lifestyle, your livelihood. What do y'all think? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, says Justin. Justin, I heard your name mentioned somewhere. Who was it? Let me see. Somebody think you did something to him. I don't remember who it was. They said, Justin Lucino, Lucino. They think you're a troll over there in their pages. You have to investigate on your own. Hi, Elaine. You should stock up on the tissue and other toiletries now. I believe it'll be worse during. Oh my God. I don't have the space for it, Elaine. This is a 1-bedroom apartment. So I don't even go to Costco. If I could, I would. But they're already so damn high. $32 for some fucking toilet paper. I can't store no more than my standard 18 rolls. No, it ain't. It's 40 something rolls. Everything's about to get worse. That demon Stephen Miller. Oh, that man is something else. That Stephen Miller, that's the devil. Satan. That's the devil. He wants to control the mind of little kids. Where did I see him at today? I watch so much of this stuff because on YouTube you can watch everything, right? He's talking about he wants to control what the kids learn and make sure that they're learning only Republican values. I said, how could you say something like that to people? I want you controlling their goddamn kids. They're their kids, and they'll tell them what they want to learn, correct? And they'll send them to school to learn everything. Idiots. Oh, they're so infuriating. But we got to look at the bottom line, people. It don't make no damn sense that this dude be coming up with some more of these goddamn schemes of his every single day. He's got to be distracting from something. And that's what they got to do. The Democrats have got to get busy. They got to get busy. They got to hire investigators, and they got to dig into them asses, honey, and find out what Donald Trump is really up to. That is so pitiful. You shouldn't need more than $1 billion to live out the rest of your life for you and your family, child. What is your obsession? You're 80 years old, right? Ivanka, she's already making her billions. Your son, you done set him up now. He's starting clubs where people got to pay $500 million just to join the goddamn club, right? Right? So they all set up. You already set. So when is it going to stop, Donald Trump? What have you got worked out with Elon Musk? We know he paid to get your ass in office, but what else is going on between the two of you? Right? You're both obsessed with making money, right? He boasts of being the richest man in the world, or at least he was until he met your ass. You met your match, so he met your ass. They say he done lost over $250 billion. Keep fucking with you, he gonna be broke, right? And he gonna be drugged through the courts for the next 10 years when they reinstitute all of these investigations that he has somehow managed to circumvent. Okay, you know who I'm talking about, and I am not trolling him. I don't know where he got that from. Child, somebody just mentioned your name. That's all it takes. Project 25 is what's going on in the background. That thing was so long. I don't read no long documents. It seemed like Trump's about, I don't know what you're talking about. I never heard of it. I never seen it. I don't know. And then they get in office and immediately start enacting everything in it. Really? See, here's one of the most infuriating parts. They know that Donald Trump is a pathological liar. We went through the thing, and he had something like 36,000 lies he told the first time he was in office. So they know everything he says is a lie. I can't even listen to him. As soon as he comes on, I click to another channel because I don't want to hear him. I'd rather hear the commentators after he gets through, because whatever he says doesn't count because it's a lie. He done proved it to you over and over and over. He done went to every court calling out how he won. I won. And he still says the same old stupid shit. Why would you want somebody who's obviously got mental problems, child, like that to be the president? That shit is dangerous. Ooh, the pillow guy. Ain't he under investigation now too? Trump is the stooge. He's so indebted to these people. Just get me in office. Just get me in office. We ain't figured out what Putin got on his ass yet. Putin is playing him like a fiddle. All of a sudden, Trump, he ain't said a goddamn thing about taking over Canada, making it no 51 state. He ain't said none of that before he got elected, right? He ain't said nothing about no damn Panama Canal. Then he gets in there, he wants to take over other people's countries. Like they're just going to hand over their country. Okay, we're going to join America now. Right? Where all that come from, Donald Trump? It sounds a whole lot like Putin. Isn't that what Putin does? You gonna turn us into goddamn Moscow? Stephen Miller, that's the way he talks. He looks in the goddamn, he's like a robot. Everything just hardened bigots, hardened prejudice. And they kept telling them, they kept giving them all these hints of who exactly they were. They've all of them are bigots. All of them nothing but racists. We know that. What are the Latin people doing to us that is so harmful? And please don't say, oh, they're getting welfare. They get no, they're out there in your fields, mother. Let me not cuss. What are they doing so horrible? When the hell did they become the enemy, unless it was as soon as Donald Trump came down the escalator? Stirring up the hatred. Whites against the blacks, whites against the Mexicans, whites against the wherever the fuck it is. As long as you got white skin, you're okay. And just say it right out. Now they got planes falling out the damn sky. Why don't you focus on the things that need to be done, Donald Trump? You want to make a big splash. You want to write your name all over every goddamn thing, like that stupid ass wall. And he intends on putting more billions of dollars into that fucking wall that didn't work. They came all over it, under it. So low, you can't get under it. Ow, flashlight. A total waste of time. They ain't even got enough sense to mention the wall, but they're still trying to get them billions and billions of dollars to make this stupid ass wall so Donald Trump can have something he can put his name on. That's what he's been doing his whole goddamn life. Every time you go to a major city, honey, there's Trump Tower. We're going by Trump Tower because he's made an arrangement to get his name on every goddamn thing, right? Trump Moscow. Miller must have been bullied his whole school career by black and brown people because he truly hates them with a passion. Yeah, they're racist, child. They're racist and pitiful, right? Sometimes when your self-esteem is so low, you know you're a piece of shit. Your personality is a piece of shit. All you can hold on to, I'm white. I'm white. Put that on my skin, brother. Put it on my skin. I put that on my skin, brother. I'm white. That's it. You done convince these fools in the Midwest that that's enough. Oh, we on the same team. Vote for me, and I'll set you free. That's all you ain't got. I don't know why them damn people all through the Midwest. I'm not a racist, bigoted person, but at the same time, I don't know what them people thought that Donald Trump had in common with them. He's got absolutely nothing in common with you people. All he would have you do is come into to Trump Tower to clean his toilets. You ain't much different than the minorities. Okay? Like we all on the same team. No, you're not. No, you're not. If he, besides being a racist, he's also a classist. You know, who do you think is sitting around them tables at Mar-a-Lago, even before he ran? You. Making education even hot. Girl, gonna come after Harvard. How the hell you gonna come after Harvard, child? Do you resent higher education, Donald Trump, because you were such a failure at it? The way you speak tells me that you are not a very serious student. More than likely, you paid people to take tests and you dodged this. Because why are you attacking these higher echelons of colleges? How are you going to take away their tax exempt status? It's not your money. That does not belong to you. What have you done to our Congress? They're supposed to have a role. What have you done to them? You hit them all in the knees with all a bunch of sniveling cowards. I would never want to be a person who thought I was so smart that I could run every goddamn thing and I can surround myself with a bunch of idiots, right? So they can't have no opinion. It's insane. It's insane and it's sad that these people allowed it to happen. So you voted for Donald Trump, you did it. And if you're black, I don't even care about your opinion. Please do not speak in my presence. You're a disgrace. Latin people, you're a disgrace. Anybody who ain't got bright pink skin is a disgrace that voted for this goddamn racist. Well, you're gonna get rich too. I'm gonna be rich like Donald Trump. Donald Trump has the style. Donald Trump has Kamala. Oh, she didn't say enough. Girl, I ain't never seen nobody work that hard. I said, how in the hell can she do it? She was in a different city, 2 and 3 cities every single goddamn day, making sense about this economy. Correct? He barely did anything. But yet somehow or other, he knew he was going to win. Oh, just don't worry about it. We got it all taken care of. Really? Wonder how that happened. I wonder how that happened. Musk, isn't he some kind of computer genius? Every Trump-sponsored event costs hundreds of thousands of dollars. Correct, just for him to go to play golf every weekend. That's hundreds of thousands of dollars. Them CIA agents and all the people who have to travel with him. That's hundreds of thousands of dollars just for him to pay golf. Correct? And he wants to take your doll babies away. He wants to actually think that he can determine how many dolls your children are to have, even though you're the one working your ass off to provide for your family. He don't give a shit about that child. You people are foolish to think he does. They don't even, this motherfucker didn't even know what a grocery store was. How the fuck can you live a damn near 100 years and you don't know what a grocery store? Oh, that thing is old term, groceries. They buy groceries. And then he, a couple of days ago, girl, he didn't know what a motherfucking stroller was. But that thing, you push it in because you ain't never pushed no stroller. But you got the people. You're so concerned about the people. And they won't. They it seems like they just will not crack. These Trump supporters. I don't understand nothing. I can't see there's anything other than your bigotry and your prejudice. Because they should have been turned on him. They should have forced their Congress people. Now they have been having some action at these town halls, but what's that going to do? Right? You need Republicans to stand up and project, not Project 25. What do you call it thing? Amendment 25, whatever it is, when they throw them out of office because they're crazy. Y'all need to do that, and then we can respect you as people again, as real people who go to church and love the Lord. I can't respect that bullshit, child. Evil ass motherfuckers want to put people in concentration camps and shit, and then Donald Trump comes out there and holds the Bible upside down. Oh, he's a man of God. He's a man of God. Really? Yeah. Keep telling him that. Maybe he won't stick his finger up in your pussy. Excuse my language. Anyway, people, anything else going on? That Miller is just, I can't look at none of them. That blonde broad, that what is she? The press secretary? She always got this snarky attitude about every goddamn question. Fucking robot. They're all disgusting. And Stephen Miller, that's a hard race. He probably goes to goddamn Klan meetings. It wouldn't surprise me. We don't want that either. J.D. Vance, that's going to be the president. We're in bad shape, people. We're in bad shape. Joe Brown and Eddie Griffin weren't fans of Kamala. Joe Brown, they can kiss my asshole. Any black person who voted for Donald Trump over Kamala Harris, you kiss my asshole. The whole hole, honey. We got nothing in common. We ain't the same color, bitch. The fuck can't you see through that bullshit? Maybe some of them were fans of The Apprentice or something. What is the attraction to Donald Trump? You don't get nothing for it. Like these people that follow these goddamn cult leaders. Doesn't make any sense. That's okay. When them goddamn tariffs hit in the next couple of weeks, you're going to feel the pain, baby. You're going to feel the pain. Now, will you be man enough to stand up and say that it hurts? Or will you go on, follow Donald Trump right down the goddamn abyss? And hopefully we won't end up with a war of some of these people who decide to swing back. No, I don't want to see no damn Cat Williams. The fucking comedians, like their opinion is so important. No, thank you. Anyway, let me check and see what's going on, people. Hold on a minute. Let me see if anything else is going on besides this goddamn Donald Trump. I see he's on here on 30 pages, child. This is his dream. He'll come up with something else tomorrow. Watch. If it's not tomorrow, it'll be the day after tomorrow. It'll be another story featuring him. He'll do something else stupid. Maybe, I don't know what he's going to do. Put people, send them to Mars. Maybe you can work out a deal with Elon Musk, Donald Trump, and you can send all the immigrants to Mars some damn where. Trump calls for 100% tariffs on foreign-made films. Ain't that a bitch? You got your feet in that. When did you become an executive, a movie executive, Donald Trump? Were you making all these decisions about how they make movies? Is that just happened yesterday? Let me ask you this question. The day before yesterday, had the idea of movies had even entered your mind? Did you sit at a table at Mar-a-Lago and just come up with, somebody said movies? Oh, we can stop the movies. Oh, we can pay tariffs. How much are they? Let's raise it 100%. You saying ain't no movies being made here, so let's raise the tariffs 100% and see how many is going to be made then. Dumbass. If you could run a studio, you would have ran one by now. You done tried everything else. Ooh, Tennessee says some good news. The Met Gala is going on. The theme is Dapper, the Dapper Dan Black Man. I saw a little bit of that. I'm going to watch it tonight. The Dapper Dans. Anyway, you wonderful people. Apprentice theme song was for the love of money. The Apprentice theme song was for the love of money. And what was his primary thing in the show? His primary line was what? You're fired. That's the exact same way he's running the White House. Everybody fired, except the ones who need to be fired and should never have been put in office in the first goddamn place. A military parade on his birthday. Ain't that a bitch? How many billions of dollars does the parade cost, Donald Trump? You blew through what? You gonna blow through a few $100 million in one day? No matter what happens on your little parade, you gonna come talking about this the biggest parade ever been known since the beginning of history. No one's ever seen anything like it. No one's ever seen, no, honey, because nobody's been willing to spend no goddamn tens of millions of dollars on no goddamn stupid ass parade. Who are you, Kim Jong-un, somebody? He's acting just like a dictator. He's crazy. That boy is crazy. They need a real They need to force him, Congress. You need to force him to get a real evaluation by real psychiatrists, even if you got to bring him in from out of this country. Real. Because he's crazy. All right, people. Y'all gonna think I'm crazy. What are you hollering about? Oh, okay. Let's go see a little bit of the Met Gala. Thank y'all for coming in. Excuse all my hollering, but that thing, oh, he's so upsetting. Disgusting. You're a mean one. Donald Trump. Later, people.